How you doing? This is Vic with Vic's Exotic Morph Boas, and I'm here today to do a little short video on recessive traits in boa constrictors. This here is my Kahl Albino female Venus, and she is going to be my example for the recessive trait of Kahl Albino. What it means by recessive in regards to breeding, this here is a visual. She's a visual albino, and to get a visual, you would need both parents to carry, to either be a visual or carry the Kahl Albino trait, which is recessive. So if one of the parents has the Kahl Albino trait or is a visual, and the other parent doesn't, then the offspring would carry, she's real active here, the offspring would carry the albino trait, but it wouldn't be a visual. It would look like a normal. I'm going to pull a normal out in a second. I'll let you guys get a look at what a normal looks like compared to the albino. But if both parents do not carry the albino gene, the offspring will carry the gene or have a percentage of carrying the gene, but will not be a visual replica of the parents. So in other words, to carry the gene, you'll be heterozygous. Means that it's not a visual. It has one copy of the recessive gene. To have a visual, you need to have two copies of recessive gene to get a visual in the offspring. So if I was to have let's say if I breeded this Kahl Albino to a normal male, all of the babies will come out looking normal. I would have no visual albinos. But I'm not real sure. I'm thinking half of the offspring would be, I guess you would call, I think that's what they would call 50% Kahl Albino, head for Kahl Albino. I'm gonna have to check into that. I'm not sure if it will be 100% or 50%, but I'm thinking it will be 50% of the offspring will be heterozygous for Kahl Albino. But let me put this girl up for a second and then pull out a normal. This here is Pandora. This is my normal female. By the looks of her, she looks like she maybe getting ready to go in the shed. But this here girl, she's a normal. I don't think she has any other heterozygous traits in her that I know of. But if I was to breed a Kahl Albino to this normal, all of the offspring will come out looking normal, looking like her. But half of the litter, or approximately half of the litter, would come out heterozygous for the Kahl Albino gene, which means if I was to prove it out, if it'll be het for Kahl Albino, if I was to breed it with another albino or a snake that was het for Kahl albino, I would get somewhere in the litter. I would get a visual Kahl albino. I hope this makes some kind of sense. I mean, I'm not an expert. No, that's what I've picked up through my research and keeping of these animals. But I do know that to get a visual with a recessive trait boa, you would have to have 2 copies of that recessive trait to get a visual. 1 copy of that recessive trait would only bring back a het, and it would not be visual, so it would be a normal. Anyway, that was just a short synopsis of the recessive trait of a Kahl albino. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it had some kind of information that you took from it. If not, hey, I did my best. But hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button. Check me out if you have any questions. Leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you promptly, and if I have the answers, I'll give it to you. If I don't, I'll find them. Thank you for tuning in.